Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time of seeing me, hi, my name is Kome, founder of She Dares to Succeed. And on this channel, I talk about topics around business, money, and productivity to help you live the life that you've been dreaming about. So if that sounds interesting, you definitely want to join the family by hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you are notified every single time there's a new video on the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 different platforms that you can start selling on and start making over £500 every single month. Now some of the platforms I have talked about before on this channel, obviously because I am an online seller myself and I have shared my story of how I went from eBay to selling on Amazon. So you have obviously heard some of the platforms before, but some of them I have never mentioned on the channel. And so this is an opportunity for you to know what is out there and what you could potentially be doing on any of the platforms. I'm also going to be sharing some tips on how you can attract as many eyeballs to your listings on whatever platform you choose, and how you can encourage your customers to actually hit the buy button and give you this money that you're looking to make. The first platform I want to talk about is Facebook Marketplace. Now, obviously, everyone and their mama has heard about Facebook, and in fact, if you haven't heard about Facebook, where have you been? But the thing about Facebook Marketplace is that it's also part of the platform, and anybody who is active on Facebook has access to the marketplace. Obviously, that means that there is a whopping number of people who have access to marketplace and are actually actively using it. Now in the UK, Facebook has estimated that they have around 44.6 million active users on the platform, and in the US, of course, the number is even bigger with over 200 million people actively using Facebook. They've also estimated that around 80% of the audience who are using Facebook also use Marketplace. And so for you as a seller, that is just a mind-blowing number of people who are constantly on the platform, who are looking for products to buy and who you could potentially be serving. Now the only downside I feel when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, especially in the UK, is the fact that you are not able to accept payments on the marketplace itself. Now I know that in the US they are able to accept payment via the marketplace platform itself, but that hasn't come into effect in the UK, at least when I tried it in the run up to this video. But that shouldn't prevent you or discourage you from listing your products on Facebook Marketplace, because the potential for profit is ridiculously high. Now, if you stay till the end of this video, as I mentioned, I'm going to be giving you a few tips to help you get as many eyeballs to your listing, and also to help you make as much money on whatever platform it is that you choose. Now, the second platform on the list is GUMTREE. GUMTREE has estimated that they have over 10.7 million users who are actively on the platform every month in the UK. Now, some people describe GUMTREE as the CRAIGSLIST of the UK, but nevertheless, GUMTREE has really come a long way. Back in the day, going about 10 years ago, GUMTREE was the place you went to find abandoned furniture or products or furniture that people didn't want anymore, especially when we were at university and we couldn't afford our own furniture. You know, GUMTREE was the place to go and source things that people wanted to throw away, people, didn't need anymore. But in the last couple of years, GUMTREE has really evolved. They have cleaned up the platform, where before it used to just be a place where people dumped stuff or whatever. Now GUMTREE has been spruced up and it looks like a bag of money, which essentially it is, because so many people have started to use GUMTREE as an active marketplace where they list products that they want to sell and people actually buy. The best part about GUMTREE is that people still think about it the way it was a decade ago, rather than right now as an active marketplace. And so for you, that's an opportunity for you to really stand out from the competition and really get some eyeballs on your products and make sure you are making over £500 every month. The next platform where you can make over £500 every month is CRAIGSLIST. Now, for some reason, Craigslist hasn't really taken off in the UK the way it has taken off in the US. But in the US, Craigslist makes over $1 billion every year simply because of the amount of traffic that website has. And so for you, as somebody who's looking to make over £500 every month or $500 if you are based in the US, you cannot underestimate the value of Craigslist. Similar to GUMTREE, Craigslist is also somewhere that people really underestimate. And so because many of the sellers on the platform who are listing products are just there to get rid of unwanted stuff, it is a minefield where you can find products that are seriously, grossly underpriced that you can then buy and flip somewhere else. So you see that it's not just about selling, it is also finding products that you can resell for a much bigger profit. The next platform I want to talk about is SHPOCK. SHPOCK. Back if you have lived in the UK long enough, then you have definitely heard about SHPOCK. SHPOCK is the #1 app in the UK, and when it started a few years ago, SHPOCK was the place where people went to buy or sell unwanted products, right? It was the place where most moms that I know of went to get rid of that used children clothing. But now SHPOCK has really come a long way. In the last couple of years, SHPOCK has really grown tremendously in the right direction. Now you are able to receive PayPal payments on SHPOCK. You are also able to arrange postage and pay for postage on SHPOCK. The best part about SHPOCK is that even though it is the #1 app in the UK, it is still an up and coming platform with only 10 million users, and so that means there is still a potential for you to be able to stand out if you get on SHPOCK immediately. Personally, I have sold a few items on SHPOCK, and I can tell you that it is not as clunky as it looks when you first get on the platform. It is actually a very interesting place, and a place where people from farther out than your locality are now able to buy from you, and they are very, very excited to do so. The 5th platform where you can make over £500 every month is Etsy. Now, Etsy has a reputation for being a place for craftsy, artsy people to make money. But Etsy has been changing in the last few years. And I know I keep saying that about all the platforms, but don't forget that e-commerce itself has been evolving. Now, Etsy itself has been evolving in the right direction. Etsy is still the place where you go to find unique items, but it is not as rigid as before, where every single item on Etsy had to be handmade by the seller. Etsy has changed. And so for you, if you are a creative person or you are the kind of person who is interested in selling really unique products, then Etsy is definitely a place for you to check out. One of the things I really love about Etsy is the fact that Etsy allows you to sell digital products, which none of the other platforms really allow you to do. On Etsy, you can sell printables, you can sell downloadable files. Etsy is a minefield of really unique invitation cards and things like that. And so you only do the work once, and then you keep selling this on the Etsy platform, and you keep making money over and over from the same files. Some of the other things that you can sell on Etsy are like Instagram presets, you can sell YouTube presets, and just digital files essentially. Another thing I really love is the fact that you can integrate your Etsy with some on-demand printing services like Printify, where you design t-shirts or mugs or tootsies or whatever, and people are able to buy them from your Etsy shop, and Printify would print it and just give you the profit. That's a whole video in itself, but it is such an amazing platform. Another thing that you need to bear in mind about Etsy is that Etsy has its own crowd of buyers. So when you have a shop on Etsy, you don't really need to do as much promotion as you would need to do on any of the other platforms, because Etsy have a very loyal crowd of people who have been buying and keep coming back to buy on the Etsy platform. And that brings me to the next platform on the list, which is eBay. Anybody who knows me knows that eBay is my darling. Like, if you have watched this channel long enough, then you know that I started out selling online back in 2013 on eBay, and I have a very special place in my heart for that platform because it showed me what was possible. Now the truth about it is that yes, eBay has more people selling on it now. It has more people, you know, trying to build a business on it than when I started out, but that shouldn't discourage you in one bit, because eBay is such a minefield of business that is waiting to explode. There's so much opportunity on the platform. The only downside I can think about on eBay is that you still find a lot of people, a lot of dodgy people who are essentially looking to scam you or just make away with your products. Like, you have a lot of people who are very dishonest on eBay, so you do need to be careful when you interact with your buyers. The 7th platform on the list is obviously Amazon. Like, I wish I could do this video without talking about Amazon, but then I will be lying to myself and I'll be lying to you, because Amazon is just that good. Like, Amazon is the place that I believe every single person should be selling on, because there's definitely room for everyone, and Amazon keeps on exploding. In the year 2020 alone, Amazon recorded that they've increased their sales and their volumes by over 500%. And so Amazon is just that place that if you are looking to become a seller online, if you're looking to make over £500, you definitely want to be checking them out. Of course, I am biased about Amazon because selling on Amazon literally changed my life. Like, I went from being a disgruntled, frustrated person in banking to a full-time entrepreneur because I started selling on Amazon. And if you haven't seen my story of how I sold £20,000 in 2 days on Amazon, you definitely want to check that video out. I'm going to link it up here for you to watch. And you also want to check out the video of how to make 6 figures on Amazon. I'm going to link that one up here as well, so you can have your pick of both videos. Now, one thing I want to say about Amazon is that Amazon is the most complicated of all the platforms I have mentioned, but that shouldn't discourage you from getting on the platform, because as I said, there's just so much opportunity for anybody who's looking to make consistent income. And so if you're interested in putting the effort in, then there is so much reward that you would get back from it. At the beginning of this video, I said I would leave you with a few tips of how to actually get as many eyeballs to your listings as possible and encourage these customers to actually click the buy button and give you this money that you're looking for. And so these are my tips. First one is to take really good pictures of your products. Now, it doesn't matter whether your products are used, whether they are damaged in any way, but the interesting thing about all these online platforms, whichever one you choose, is that the buyer just wants to make sure that they are getting the best product for their use. And so the best way for you to communicate that your product is what they're looking for is for you to have really good pictures of your product. Make sure that if you're selling a product that has a bit of, damage or, whatever, that you are taking pictures of those as well, so that the buyer cannot say they didn't know about this before buying it. My second tip on how to get as many eyeballs to your listing as possible is for you to make sure that your listing is well written and it is very detailed. Now, I'm not saying throw in all the information that is unnecessary. I'm saying make sure that you're giving the buyer as much information about the product that is going to encourage them to buy the product. So if you're interested in seeing a video on how to write a fantastic listing that's going to get your customers clicking that buy button, definitely leave a comment down below and I will be sure to do that video for you. My third tip on how to get customers buying from you on whatever platform you choose is for you to be as honest in your dealings as possible. Now, many of these platforms, whether it is eBay, whether it is Etsy, whichever one, has a way for your buyers to leave a review, like a feedback service where other buyers are going to see what these people have written and will then make a decision about you. So you want to make sure that you are being as honest in your dealings as possible, knowing that your buyers are going to leave a review for you, and that could essentially damage your reputation on the platform and just prevent people from buying from you. My fourth and final tip for this video is for you to reply your messages. If you are going to be selling on Marketplace or GUMTREE or whatever platform you choose, you want to make sure that you are actually attending to the questions that your customers ask, because so many of these people are going to be reaching out to you with inquiries about your product, especially if the products are used or they are just that much different or unique, people are going to be reaching out to you, asking questions about your products, your delivery times, different things, and you want to be responding to them as quickly as possible. That's going to make the difference between them choosing to buy from you or them choosing to buy from your competition. So you definitely want to be giving great customer service, responding to your messages on time, and being very, very polite to all your customers, regardless of whether you think they are going to buy or not.